You know what? Fuck the intro. Okay. Welcome to the Dude Rock Invasion. My name is Dude. Welcome to the LoveFist community meeting. So, just getting ready here. I haven't streamed in a while. Just making sure everything's okay here. How's my beard look? Good. What's going on, guys? Hi. Welcome. How's it going, everybody? Did everybody doing all right? We do an announcement? People here? Who's here? Everybody here? Oh my god. I guess people are here. What's up, dude? Hey, Fry Dumping, thanks. Dump Ring, sorry. Thanks for the follow, man. What's up, guys? Okay, I'm gonna jump into Discord here. We'll get this going. Hello. Welcome. I'm hopping in right now. Let's hear what they gotta say. Oh my god. Oh my god. Hi, friends. Hello. Thank you for the follows, guys.
Up.
Nitrous, Dio, what? My what?
Up.
My friends.
My friends are all dead.
How cute! He went and put a leather jacket on for the stream.
Leather.
He went and put a leather jacket.
At least I don't do my eyebrows.
I mean, shit. All the ladies come my way.
Clearly, I don't do my eyebrows. Look at those things. Fucking caterpillars, bro.
Like bushy caterpillars.
So what's up? What are we doing this week, guys? I don't think we have very much to say.
Not a whole lot. I think everybody
Oh my god.
who had a lot to say went to take a
Who's
piss right
that?
before you started.
Ritz Ken, thank you so much for the host. Sweet. Thank you. Welcome everybody. Welcome.
Everyone should be joining because I told them if they don't, they get banned.
Come on.
And then I told them I might be joking.
Maybe. I got the maybe
Mike.
part.
Don't support me, okay? Because I don't stream. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Support him because we're gonna make him start streaming.
We're doing that. Gonna do that and gonna do that. Hey, you want me to make a little list here? You want me to bring this up on a little list?
We have
my
the
God.
list. You ready, Freddy?
As long
Yeah,
as
send me the list.
As long as it doesn't have a white background, I'm down.
Oh my.
That's in our meeting.
Oh my
notes.
god.
No.
Oh my god, the
As
follows.
long as there's a list of people that are getting banned, yeah.
It's Ken, thanks for the follow, man. Aaron Shack, thanks for the host. What's going on here? Hello?
How you guys following, nerd?
Are you sending me the list today or tomorrow or when?
Bro, the list is in meeting notes.
So what, Zero posted and Rye and then Daisy's?
You can just use the
Background, yeah.
conversation and shit too.
From
We'll
my
just
head
continue.
here
We'll just-
down.
There's just
Uh-huh.
our outline.
Well, I'm gonna write it down. And then I'm
That's
gonna
our
show
outline.
everybody exactly what
He
we're
always does this.
You're
talking
such a
about.
tryhard.
He's so
He
fucking
is, dude.
organized.
Yeah, you're such a tryhard, dude.
Guys, it took him 30 minutes just to get ready for this thing.
I bet he has beautiful
Hold on, I gotta go get my makeup.
No, I went to smoke because I'm stressed. Look, I got performance anxiety, okay? You guys make me nervous. You guys make me fucking nervous. Every single one of you make me fucking nervous. I'm a kawaii uwu girl. I don't know what any of that shit means.
Hawaii. K-pop, dude.
How do I remove this shit?
She's
Oh,
right.
oh, okay, hold on.
He's a weeb.
Weeb. You guys even read
You don't
that?
K-pop, bro.
Can you even read that? That's so small, dude. I can't read that. How do you guys read that?
It has a white background. My eyes will be condemned.
It has a white background. Hey, look at that. Oh my god. Is Zero here?
Yeah.
Where's the wild Zero, dude?
You're here?
Bro.
Okay, guys, welcome.
Zero's probably at work, so he probably
Zero's at work. Just gonna go through a couple things, and it's probably gonna be pretty much an open question format, pretty much the whole time. We're just discussing or hanging out, and chilling out, and just doing whatever. DOJ. Well, you got any words on that, Shazzy? Because you're the expert.
Yeah. It's working. People are putting in tickets. We're answering said tickets, turning them into cases. Expungements are a lot harder to get now because we look at your record, we pay attention to it. They're more expensive. Let's see here. We've done some search warrants.
Okay.
Things have been good. Trying to think if there's anything weird going on. Haven't had a court case yet, but we've got a whole bunch of them in the pipe, and they're just selecting dates right now. So everything's good. Had a thing with subpoenas. You can't subpoena someone until your case has been approved.
Right.
Just a little minor thing. We just we fixed that in RP in roleplay. It was all good. Can't wait for people to meet Judge Miles Edgeworth. He's great.
He's amazing.
And Judge Booty.
Judge
Just-
Booty?
There's no
Judge
Judge Booty. Happy thanks for the follow, bro. Welcome, welcome.
Saying booty or pooty?
Fire has no prejudice.
Booty.
Remember that.
Fire has no prejudice.
Fucking angel.
You guys don't have to come in here and follow me. You're not gonna get banned. Shazzy's lying.
You're gonna get.
I'm
banned.
Fuller and Hosey. Thanks for the follows.
probably
Don't
will
listen
ban
to
you.
him.
I'll never
Look,
know.
It's
let's be
Maserati. Thanks for the
honest.
Rock will
follow.
never
I
know.
probably will.
I will know. I'll go check the fucking bans.
It's okay. Well, okay. Let me rephrase that then. I'll do it in code and I'll hide it for a long time.
Thanks for the follow. Defiance. Do people still
Everyone
play
needs to
Defiance,
follow
or is that your
Dude Rock.
nickname?
If
Oh,
you follow
okay.
Dude Rock, all your dreams will come true.
Am I the only one that's noticed that he's loading up his depth server right now? So he's probably gonna. We need to like.
Yeah.
He might.
This
yeah,
is
we
why
need to keep
this is
control
why
of him.
everyone. No,
Might
we
get a little
don't.
too carried away.
This is why Dude Rock should stream, everyone. You should clamor for Dude Rock to stream because when Dude Rock streams, he loads up his dev server and he reveals secrets.
I don't like this light right here.
Yeah,
There's a
but
light
he
right
might.
there.
There's some secrets that.
There's some secrets that what?
Nothing. Just let's move on. Let's,
Guys, did you know that would happen? I had no idea. Holy shit, you guys. Wicked Wabbit, thanks for follow.
Who is
Call me
that?
Nuke, thanks for the follow. Awesome. DOJ going well. You put in your tickets in the Discord section. It's below. It's not a ticket, so
It's gonna
staff
get
are
better.
not
We're
going
gonna
to
get more
answer it.
judges.
Yeah.
And if you guys just real quick,
Broke
if
that
you guys
attention
want to
fall.
be a judge and you're not staff,
Mhm.
grind your way through the lawyer ranks, whether it's on the the blah 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 side or the DOJ
Oh,
side.
whoops.
And yeah. We need more judges.
Yep, everything can
Whoops.
get earned through RP.
Oops.
You just blew up Max's gas tank?
Years.
That's
You guys
fine.
seeing this chat? You guys seeing this chat right here?
What chat? No, it's all fucked. It's all broken, man. Don't look at that shit. I broke the shit out of it earlier. Holy crap. Toxic.
no.
Thanks for the
Shout
host,
out,
bro.
Nino.
Welcome, welcome.
That's-
Thank you.
That's Nino. Shout out to the boy.
Yeah, Nino. Thanks for the follow, Andres. This is
Thanks.
crazy.
Just got raided.
I just got raided. Everything's going on. Help me. Welcome, everybody. Welcome.
It was
Oh,
Nino's
I
birthday.
I don't know
dog.
if I'm worthy.
It was
Again,
Nino's birthday the
social
other
anxiety.
day.
Oh, happy birthday, dude.
It was Nino's birthday the other day, so everybody tell him happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Nino. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What's next? Okay, DOJ is working
Happy
great.
birthday.
We'll take questions after if you have questions regarding the DOJ or how shit works or what.
Hell yeah.
Gang RP, Gang Wars. Oh, that's a tricky one,
Oh.
guys. That's a tricky one. Did you know that every interaction, even though it might be negative between gangs, doesn't mean you have to start a war right away? Did you guys know that?
Thing called
Yeah, you should
beef.
build
Carrie
more
ZK?
before.
Did you know that?
Yeah, it's called beef, boy.
Beef.
Let me talk.
Okay, go ahead, talk.
Boy.
All right. So a lot of people in the crime summit are confused on beef and war. They don't know the difference. When we say build beef, that means multiple back-to-back and forth situations that lead to a war. Whether it's retaliating for something that happened, so if a Vagos kidnaps an MC member, that doesn't mean just go to war. You create situations that lead to beef. As your beef builds up, then you go to war. You end the war based on terms that you guys want, money, drug locations, whatever the case may be. War is literally war, so it's on site everywhere. When you
Mhm.
have beef, you could talk shit in public places. So if I see a lost MC member, aka this nerd, Dude Rock, in public, you could talk that shit and fist fight. You don't have to go straight to shooting. We're trying to avoid the straight shooting. You guys want to fight, baseball bats, nightsticks, whatever the case may be, like how we did it at Legion Square against the security guards. I'm gonna reiterate on the 8 people per scenario. As of right now, each org per Zero's announcement, is allowed to have one alliance. An alliance means somebody that's on your side,
Mm-hmm.
but that doesn't mean that bond can't be broken. So you guys got to create a story. For example, the MOM and the Sons of Silence, they have an alliance, but you never know. In the future, the Sons of Silence could turn on the MOM, and guess what? They start a beef, and now they're going to war. Alliances are meant to be broken in time.
How would you guys do that? Then you would have like 2 people on each side playing with each
What we're basically trying to say is you can have alliances for sure, but you can't have like a side deck or like if you've played any kind of card games, like a sideboard or something like that, which basically means you can refill your gang when your main gang is empty. The reason there's an 8-person limit is because of that. It's because that sometimes it can't always be full, and when you do have a permanent side gang. It just means that you're always 8 on 8 on 8 on 8, which is not fair for the other gangs that don't have a side gang. You know what I mean? It's not
Yeah, can
supposed
you
to work
elaborate
like
on
that.
like the whole staff thing, like how we're holding to our own rules, just so people know about the your cut? You know what I mean? Like what we're doing with this.
The Lost
People that
MC,
are
the
yeah.
reason we made the Lost MC, the only reason we've made it, is literally to stir up shit between gangs. We don't shoot cops. If your cops are in there, if you see my Lost MC member, you let the prez know that a Lost MC member shot you. I was in a bank robbery. The cops showed up, had no way out. I had a gun. I just gave up, let them take me. I tried to roleplay my way out of it. It almost worked, but it didn't. But still, that's how it's gonna go with Lost MC. We're here just
No,
basically
also
to
just
start.
talking like how we have obviously more than 8 staff members. When we made the thing, we actually crazily got capped out at 8 like instantly.
Right away.
And there's other staff members that want to role play as the Lost, and they have unfortunately been denied because how can we sit here and tell you guys you can only have 8 members, and yet we're here with 12 different staff that are on 24 different 7 throughout the day,
Mm-hmm.
and they're all role. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be fair to you guys, and we would look like hypocrites. So just know that even though a lot of the staff is the Lost MC, pretty sure all of them are. We're not here to like take away from you guys. We're here to and honestly, we learn a lot. When we're in the city interacting with you guys, don't treat us like staff. We're here to learn.
Yeah, please.
We're not here to ruin your guys' role play or take away your shit.
I'm
We're
here to have fun
test
too.
stuff. Yeah, the reason why we have dogs, there's a reason why they have dogs. It ain't because we want to be
So
cool and have dogs.
scuffed.
They're being tested.
So scuffed.
Like there's certain things that we can't say.
Oh
I'm
my
not going to
God,
tell you
they're
everything, but
scuffed
yeah.
as fuck right now.
They're
and
so
They
scuffed.
do fine. Dude, when you're by yourself, they're fine. But
Easy.
when you get in a group of like 16 people, those dogs just go, no.
They literally killed Dolly yesterday for no reason. One of our dogs just decided that I'm going to kill Dolly and just fucked
It's
her up.
because well, I've learned if the person who summoned the dog, like me, becomes scuffed where I can't see stuff, then the dog becomes scuffed and just loses all control.
Hey, this is a good question. Since we're on this topic, Tainted actually asked a pretty relevant question. I think, Dude Rock, I don't really think I have the answer for that one, but I think it's a very valid question considering the topic that we're on.
Yeah, so basically, they're technically not allowed to respond because it's what is it? Isn't it 4 per scenario now?
8.
Still
Gang
8?
rule- Our
No,
gang,
well,
our gang guidelines are different than the other guidelines.
Yes.
That's true,
Gang
yeah.
wars only, though. Gang war scenarios are 8. Every other scenario is 4.
Yeah, like the other day, like at Legion Square when we met with the MOM and the SOS or whatever the fuck, and we all pulled up together. And we were staring at each other across the street. And even the cops were like, fuck it, we're not gonna deal with the paperwork on this. Let them, less problems for us. I thought that was really cool. Like how we're trying to like
It's for the fun.
show an example, like like organization, like as good as the MOM might do role play with Chawa and stuff every once in a while. But I've never seen like motorcycle clubs roll like 2x2 like we do. Like there's a clip that should be played somewhere around this server. When we rolled up and El Jefe's reaction, if you're in El Jefe, fucking hilarious. It just little shit like that. We're just trying to like figure out the state of the server. That's the reason why that gang's there. It's not to like take over the city or become this. It's literally to learn and create role play for you guys.
Oh God, we're gonna lose so hard at
Yeah.
almost everything we do. It's just like if the Lost is almost designed that if you go to a straight war with us, you're gonna whoop our ass. But we just cause trouble from behind the scenes. That's what we're going.
Well, besides that bald-headed guy you're looking at on screen, we can't control him.
He's the
That
shitlord. He's the reason
motherfucker
why he
is
started
going-
war.
He is the shitlord. He is the shitlord of the Lost.
I'm allowed
right
to be
there.
a fucking
Dude Rock
shitlord.
wanted to play.
Yeah, he
He
is.
wanted to play a shitlord, and we were like, "All right, Dude Rock's the official shitlord." There you go.
Epi had a good point. We were trying to do the 2x2 thing, but if you're ever driving staggered with Draco, Charles, and Nino, best believe it's not happening. These boys are hopping all around the map.
Fucking appers, dude. All right. Anyways, where do we want to go from here? That's fine.
Tainted, to answer your question, if there's 8 MOM in town, then no, SOS is not joining. So it's per org's war.
So do we
meaning-
want to talk?
Let's
We
go.
probably should have a conversation about that. But is that what we're saying? So if basically, per
That's where the alliance
zeros-
comes in.
Okay.
Yeah,
Per
so
zero's
if you have your
announcement?
alliance, you can fill up that 8. So if the Mafia and Vagos are alliance, and you want 4 of the Vagos best shooters to join you because you're down 4 people, then you're allowed to. That's where the alliance comes in per Zero's message.
Okay. Yeah.
Now, the MOM and the SOS, for example, but say it's 4-on-4 only,
Scuffed.
then no, you don't need 8 versus 4.
Scuffed.
SOS will not join or MOM won't join.
Well, this is the problem I think people have is that they might not like they might be like for instance, I'm just gonna throw like a random people. I don't like metagames, so I don't know. But let's
Go
say
ahead.
like the Irish people, they don't have any connections, right? They're quote unquote like an org, right? They're a gang. Last time I checked, like official.
Right.
Yeah. Let's say they get in a war with you, right? And they don't have a connect, like they don't have an alliance. What the I think the problem with people have is that there's technically 16 of you on rotation. So
Right.
this guy might be online in the earlier days, and this guy might, you know what I'm saying?
It's not
Giving
fair.
them where you guys have
Exactly.
You have an
more
extended
numbers
roster.
and
It's not
rotate-
fair.
Exactly.
You're not supposed to do
Exactly.
that at all.
The 8 that are in
So
your
I don't
rotation.
know if I agree that just because you have, I don't, you know, do you
I
see
have
where
a
I'm going with
solution.
this, boys?
No.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing.
Here's what you do.
Oh, okay, go ahead.
Here's what you do. Wars are 3 days long, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
You set your roster. Talk to your guys, talk to your alliance people. Say who's going to be on the most today. Set your 8 for that 24-hour period. This is your 8-man roster. If one of them leaves, you're down to 7. No one can fill in. That way, you can have the alliance and the 2 orgs. And if you have 216, you're good. But if the other side, that way.
But what if you're an org that doesn't have like doesn't have an alliance? That's
where you can
I'm
come
trying
in the
to figure
crime
out.
summit though. Hold on. One
But
thing
what
you
if they
could do,
don't
though,
want one?
yeah, say if okay, for example, say the Irish have 4 guys only, no alliance, right?
Mhm.
That's where you could go into the crime summit, be like, yo, let's make this war even. I only have 4 people. Can we do 4 versus 4? Then you set that up through the crime
Yeah,
summit.
it would need to
This
be
way,
something like
it's
that
fair.
because
You could do
some
that through the
people's
crime
role
summit.
play they might be a gang where they don't have alliances. Their role
Exactly.
plays like they just stick to themselves and do their thing or whatever the fuck, right?
Exactly.
I'm just throwing that out there. I'm just trying to look at it from all perspectives. I can see where people would get salty if they were at a war with you guys and they had 8 members and you guys only showed up with 8, but it was it was a constant 8 versus their 4 or their 7
Correct.
or their 3 or whatever the fuck, right?
Even if there is no alliance, 8 versus 4 is still.
It's still kind of hard. That's why we could say, like, do it through the crime summit, saying, yo, we only have 4 active
I don't
people.
like that though. Like that's like it's like takes away from immersion. Like hey, it's like more like what you want to like. It's like we're setting up a scrim to go play fucking 4v4 Halo.
I honestly like. That's probably a discussion for another day, but I.
Yeah,
think
it's
all
a
criminal
weird
activity
one.
Should just be 4 even during a gang war.
Yeah, because there's
split
like
your men
yeah,
and
the
make it
purples
easy.
come and go, and like people have different time zones. I don't know.
The thing is with the wars and all that, it should literally be if the Vagos are at war with Mom, for example, then it's Vagos v Mom. You may have allies or whatever, but like the Vagos should not be attacking, let's say, the Suns just because the Suns are allied with Mom. And the same thing for the Suns. They shouldn't be attacking Vagos just because Vagos declared a war on Mom. Like it's not their place. They're there. They should be there as support only. They're called for backup only.
We're not playing Civilization.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the thing. How do we balance this? Because people are gonna like you're gonna have alliances, like right. For
Yeah.
instance,
Oh
like,
yeah.
you-
100%.
you know,
No.
You're gonna need You need to
And we
get-
want
that's
people
why
to
we-
play
our whole
together too.
servers, yeah.
We want friends to
need
be
this guy
together. We're
for
not
this.
trying to do that on purpose. It's just for fairness, especially when it comes to cop numbers and stuff like that. You know, we don't want half the server to be fucking cops because there's an org running around with 20 members, you know?
Yeah, and two pipe, I see your point. Like all wars are talking to shoot, but if you're at a gang war with someone and like Dude Rock is like in a cut and he rolls up on the street and he's like rolling 3 deep and they see like 2 of you guys, they're gonna spray you down. There has to be like we can't. I understand the RDM stuff and that we've talked about
We
this,
have
but
in
I
our
mean
server rules that's
I've
not
never
considered
sprayed down a
understand that,
single
but-
person. Never.
I understand
Never
that,
done
but
that.
it's just that's like a game. Like what he's doing right now. Like you're get like drive-bys happen all the time. Come live in California, dude. I live here. I check the news every day. People get shot here every fucking day.
Yeah, but there's
I
a-
don't know. I want
okay.
people to be able to have fun.
Yeah, but
I
look
don't
at
wanna
my
restrict
screen for a second.
people.
There's a difference between doing this for a drive-by, okay?
Yeah.
And then doing this. And then just
Yeah, you
being
can go
like,
up like, "What's up, motherfucker?"
and then just
like,
like
I mean-
chasing them and shit. Like, there's a big ass difference between doing
You're right.
that.
I agree, and it's a gray area. Like I said, you said yourself, we're never gonna solve the battle of good and evil. It's a role play server. Look at the world right now, IRL. There's wars. People are blowing each other up for no fucking reason. I mean, the world's fucked. We're not gonna fix that problem. But what we can do is there's a lot of gray area shit that's gonna happen, and if we just tell people like, I don't know. Well, this is another conversation for probably not a stream, but I digress.
It's. I
A lot
mean,
of it
it's.
is also probably more conversation to have during the crime summit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the crime
Yeah,
summit
and
is
I'd
where
like
it
to hear
should be
from the actual
discussed.
people that do the crimes every
Mhm.
day. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, exactly. Nice turn, dude.
Thanks, bud. I'm just like listening and just like being.
No, I'm fine.
I'm listening.
I just want people to have fun because I know that the gang wars are like, you know, that the interaction. Like when we rolled up and at the Vagos for the first time, like that shit was so much fun. I get why people want to do all this gang shit. I just want to balance it to where people don't feel like they're getting shitted on by two different organizations because it seems that there's a lot of talk with the MOM and the SOS being allies right now. Let's just be frank. It's the elephant in the room. That's what we're talking about. No, I don't see the strokers running around with the yellows fucking together. You know what I mean? I don't see the yellows running around with the fucking purples together. You know what I mean?
It's temporary alliances, and it's how it should be. It should be, you know, you scratch my back, I scratch yours, a favor for a favor, and that's about it. That's where the line should be drawn.
Mostly
should-
like business and money related, if you
Yeah,
ask me.
exactly. It's all
Not
business.
manpower.
It shouldn't be manpower. It
exactly.
shouldn't be
Good point,
blood
Todd.
for
Shouldn't be
blood.
just
It
running
shouldn't be
around with
blood
each other
brothers.
24/7.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, like you meet this gang because they have this drug. Like how we meet, like for instance, we meet with the Vagos. We show them the utmost respect because we did our role play. We found out they were the guys. We went to a party. We asked where the Motas at in the city. They fucking told us. We got in contact all through role play. That shit's fucking awesome. We need them. They need us. They need to move the product. We need, you know what I'm saying? And shit like that should definitely go down. But like hanging out, like 3 different gangs hanging out with each other, dude. When do you ever see that shit?
Yeah, gangs don't hang out with each other.
You should start questioning the loyalties if your boys get too close to some other gang.
And we don't want to like say you can't hang out with this person because you're friends. Like it's such a fucking gray area. Like there's so many gray areas in roleplay servers. It's hard. Oh, what's this?
A little
What
something.
the fuck?
A little something.
Dead. But yeah, it's a good conversation to have, but it's definitely a difficult
For
one.
sure.
We need to talk about it at the next crime summit and lay down some rules. I don't know if you guys
1000% agree.
noticed, but right now my job is set to minor, but I'm still a lost member. Which means I'm testing it tonight. We're testing it with mom, with the sons. I made a random little other one, and then ours as well for Lost. I'm gonna get people online, and I'm gonna make sure that it doesn't run too heavy, which I don't think it does.
Why you gotta spoil the secret?
It's not a secret.
No, he's not spoiling.
So
He's just-
basically, it's just that
what he
people are
does.
going to be able to have their gangs and their orgs and their group affiliations and also have a legal job.
tell them about the tiers of the armories and the tell 'em about all
yeah.
that
So
shit.
basically,
So sick.
you know, the armories, they work by ranks. So the certain ranks have access to certain like the public inventory. If you want, all members can access it. And then you can set whatever rank you want it to. So like 3 or 4 and above can only access the second armory. And then you got your president, which obviously can do the boss stuff, as you've seen in boss menus before. And then there's also the treasurer role, which is not a boss, can't recruit or hire anything, but can deal with money. So if you need someone that does the money, does the books, it's all going to be rolled in. As long as it works well tonight, then we're going to hot swap every gang to this system. It's basically like, usually we do set job, blah, 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 blah. Where now it's set club, like it's just a second step. So I know people were asking for 2 jobs. The reason I didn't want to do 2 jobs is because I didn't want somebody being EMS and a police, or, a police and criminal, just so they can get information, or blah, blah, blah. I know that people would find a way to make it happen. This way, it's just the gangs. It's just you could start a fucking racing club if you want.
Yep, and talk about payment. So if you're worried about people like power gaming passive paychecks, he'll explain to you
Right.
now
So
why that won't work either.
as the leader, you decide what you want your pay to be for your members, because you're the one paying it. It takes the money directly out of your society bank. So if your guys are set to getting $1,000 paychecks, well, that's coming straight out of your guys' gang bank. And that's how you pay your members. They don't get a passive salary, but you can also get a legal job. You can go be a fucking lawyer, or freaking be a doctor, or police, or whatever, right?
Just know there are legal ramifications if
just a
you're
lawyer.
an MC and you're a lawyer and you get caught doing work. You know what I mean? You're gonna lose
It's
your
going to
lawyer
be the
job, but
same thing.
yes.
If they want to be a doctor, if they want to be a cop or whatever, if anybody ever finds out you have a criminal, connection or whatever, they're just going to fucking axe you and ban you probably from the organization. You'll never be able to join it again, kind of thing.
Yeah, but we're just trying to give you guys options to have more fun and do your thing.
Well, just to be able to do
That's
other
all
things,
this shit
right?
is for. Yeah, and
'Cause
the fact that you can set, like, how many times have you guys not wanted access to certain gang members that are new? Like, you don't want your fucking prospects or whatever having access to like your fucking money, right? And Goodrock basically did that to where now you guys can structure that in 2 phases with your armory. Your basic public, your private for your higher rankers, and then your treasury is literally separate by itself and is controlled by the boss, and then whoever you rank is basically, just to make it layman's terms, your treasurer, the guy who controls your money, or however the fuck you guys want to set it up.
Mm-hmm.
And it's pretty sick. We've tested it. I mean, he can literally demonstrate it right now if you wanted to. If you just go to the clubhouse, he can literally show you.
I was there 2 seconds ago. It's fine. They'll figure it out, I'm sure. Well, we got to make sure it works first before we.
Well,
we
yeah,
start
of course.
count-
That's a
you know,
stipulation.
let's not count our
Yeah.
chickens before they hatch, but I'm pretty sure it's looking good. I just want to make sure that
I see him breaking out of the egg.
Oh, I see it so hard. The
Just
beak.
about Mama, as far as I know myself, being with Mafia is guilty of allowing people to join in on the fight or war when they aren't a part of the org. And that's the issue right there, is that I don't want to split up people. That's like, I felt mega shitty last night when we were already 8 for the loss and we had 2 other staff members that wanted to join us. I was like, fuck, like, what the hell do we do?
Perma.
The
Just wait
rule
for one of you motherfuckers to die.
to die,
Yeah, I'll
yeah,
perma
basically.
soon. Yeah,
but
I'm
the
gonna perma
but the
really soon.
problem is that the rules were made because it gets unfair, and if at one point we did switch. The LoveFist philosophy was, role play over rule play. We did that for a while. We basically axed all the rules, super ambiguous
Literally.
and giver, and it didn't go well. So that's why we have to do the things that we do now.
Yeah, I mean, you know how hard it was, like, because I would literally, I'll perma my character, but you know how hard it is to like tell someone like you can't come have fun with us. Because how would we look, guys? Think about it. If we allowed that and we said, oh, we're staff, we'll just allow 10 members, right? And you guys found out about it. How does that make us look? We look like a bunch of hypocrites. It's not right. And the thing of the matter is, I don't know, man.
It's tough.
We
It's
follow
tough.
the rules too. Yeah.
Yeah, we have to. Well, and
do
and I feel you guys that it does 100% suck for that specific rule. If ever there's a way around it, sure. Maybe once we hit if we hit 128, then we can
Another thing,
consider
we
it
could start bumping up the server numbers a little bit, but
No. It's
it
not
would
really
be
that important
slow.
right now, to be honest.
ESX gets real upset.
ESX is such a bitch, man. We need to get rid of this framework.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we've been
It's
stable at
riding a nickel.
64. We've been stable at 64 for a long time. I've seen
We
like
have.
20 people in queue. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? We can try to bump it up by 2, and just see. We can go these little increments. If it doesn't work, it's literally just changing like 4 or 5
Well,
things.
I'm thinking of testing it on my
public.
public anyways. So once we
Yeah,
finally
there
get
you
to
go.
before we continue with this stuff here, I mean, I think we've already
Well, this meeting's kind of like a bullshit meeting, right?
Well,
We're
actually,
kinda
let
just
me
sitting here
sidetrack
just-
here for a second because I want to talk about something.
Do it.
OOC harassment is sexual harassment.
Oh,
it's
shit.
not a comfortable conversation. It's a pretty fucking shitty one, to be honest, and one that we have to do, unfortunately.
Yep.
There's a sexual harassment or any kind of harassment is not considered good RP. I would consider it tasteless, trash, even. There's a difference between beef and seriously trying to hurt somebody, especially when you know what they look like outside of the game, or you're poking fun at that, even though you're doing it in character, you're still being a fucking asshole. So basically, there's zero tolerance policy on this shit now. If you want to fucking hang around with your boys and shoot the shit, and you guys are best friends and do whatever, fine. But if you're making somebody feel uncomfortable or to the point where they don't want to come into the city to roleplay anymore because they don't want to interact with certain people because they make them feel like shit, regardless of what the fucking character story is, that's not the kind of world that I'm trying to build here. People are coming here to play fucking games and have fun and be something that they're not. Especially women, when it comes down to fucking women, if someone's making a character in the cages, all the boys surround the girl, okay? First of all, let him fucking breathe, okay? And second of all, don't just start fucking talking about, how hot they are, how you're gonna fuck them, how you're gonna do this and that. Like, that's not allowed anymore. It maybe No Pixel and them do it differently. Their rule states that as long as it's not actions, words won't be actionable. But it's not gonna run like that here. Because there's people literally leaving because there's a bunch of shitlord little small-cocked assholes who are harassing these women and making them leave. They're as much as part of this community as you guys are, and just because you're a dude and you're hanging out with your friends doesn't mean you can fucking prey on the chicks. So that shit's not gonna be allowed
Would you do
anymore.
that IRL?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
And also the victim card too. Just because someone like there's a fine line. Like I want you to elaborate on this, Dude Rock, for sure. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but like the fact that don't use the fact that the victim card thing is kind of don't use that to get someone banned. There's a line there as well. But I mean, anyone that's known us, we want to create a place where people don't get harassed. That's why we literally made a green zone for a movie theater, just in case that anyone was involved in the mass, the terrible shootings that were involved in the movie theaters. RJ brought that up. Good on him. And we literally made that a green zone for that reason. We don't want to make it a safe, like, I mean, this isn't like snowflake fucking city, but at the same time, people go through shit, and like some people actually could have been gone through some shit, and that's why we make these rules. I think that's what he's trying to insinuate.
yeah, it's basically like, don't be an asshole. And don't say words just to hurt people. Especially when it comes to stuff like that, like when it comes to guys and chicks, like you have no idea what it's like. You think that you whistling at them or you doing this and that is just for good fun. But they got to deal with that shit 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. They walk down the street, they get it 6 times in a day. They don't want to come here and relax and have a good time and face that same bullshit as well. There's a time and a place. Sure, if you two are having a good time, you're connected, flirt away, go ERP in a corner. I don't give a shit as long as there's consent. Okay, but if
It's like
you're
a really
On
fine
both
line
sides.
on both sides,
Role playing a sleazebag and actually coming off as if you are actually a sleazebag.
there you go. Thank you. That's the best way to put it.
Yeah, Tati,
Especially, like,
that's why we love you having you
If you're
around.
role playing a
Tati, go ahead.
sleazebag, but you're playing it 100% straight, like if you were role playing a douchebag, but you were poking fun at yourself and kind of making fun of yourself at the same time, that's different than just like being a fucking perv.
Well, yeah, and this server's not Teletubbies where we don't want everyone to be like best friend, buddy. That's why we're making some of these rules. Like, we want you guys to talk shit to people and have beef and do all that shit. It's just understand what you're
difference.
doing. Yeah, understand.
Know your limits.
Know the limits,
Exactly.
and if you
role playing back with you, maybe don't go down
yeah,
that path.
that's such a good point right there. If you're literally throwing all this shit at these people and they stay quiet, I hope you know what that silence means, and then you fucking turn around and go do something else.
And leave. Yeah, leave. And don't ever like block someone in a situation. Like, if you're going there to like talk shit to someone or you're gonna do something to someone,
And
give
this
them
is
the
the
opportunity
warning.
to walk away.
By the
right?
way, this is the fucking warning. If I get another report or whatever, there's people that I gotta talk to. Like, unfortunately, it's gotta happen. But if it happens again, it's not going to be. It's going to be straight to either a ban or removal, or I'm going to wipe your fucking account, or I'm going to force all your characters to be female, and you're going to have fun walking
just
around
role
like that.
play, guys. Like we're literally. This is the thing that pisses. This is why Dude Rock's getting kind of. You can tell he's getting Dude Rock mode, is because he knows and he puts so much time in. He probably put in like an 8-hour shift today coding. DJ has 2 kids and codes his ass off for the server, all so you guys can have fun. And when shit like this
Both my
happens,
kids
it's
are
just
girls, by the
super
way.
discouraging. Yeah.
What?
There you go. Both his kids are girls.
Yeah.
He just said that. So I'm
So,
saying,
and
yeah.
Moto too, right?
He codes his ass off. Yeah, Moto.
Yeah.
I was gonna like. That's why we're here. We have these meetings for you guys. We don't need to have these meetings. Don't need to happen for us. This stream meeting is 100% for you guys, so you can understand how much we give a fuck about you guys having fun. That's literally what it comes down to. We're not here for any other reason. If you think like Dude Rock's here to just like make money and do all this shit, you've lost your fucking
haven't
mind.
seen my
because
fucking bank
he doesn't
account, bro.
stream. When does he stream? When does Dude Rock stream? He doesn't even have a fucking goddamn subscribe button.
What up, Pep?
This is
You know
my
what I mean?
this is my minus
Like
key.
fuck. Like this is what upsets us. Like we're here to create a place for you guys to stream and
Whoops.
you guys for you guys to succeed off of this server. And that's literally it. That's literally it. That's why we're here. That's the reason why I've been here for a fucking long time. Is because
Anyways,
of that only reason.
we're getting away from the topic here. The topic is no there's not going to be any tolerance for any kind of this shit anymore. If you're roleplaying just to be a sleazebag, misogynistic piece of shit, then I'm just going to ban you. We don't need that shit. If you haven't noticed, there's a lot of women on this server, and it's because we've done our best to protect the ones that are here and that have stayed here. We've lost some in the process, but we've also gotten rid of the trash that made them leave. And I'm not scared to take out the trash again. So that's it on that subject. Let's move on because I'm getting upset.
You make good points though.
Amen.
What's next?
Tati makes good points. Tati just comes in with these one-liners, dude. I love it. Oh. That fucking tree was in the worst spot ever.
All
Sorry.
right.
This is my
Next
minus
thing
because
on
my
the-
keyboard's broken, man.
I know, I'm just laughing. It was just at the only place it would have been, dude. Like you were clean.
All right.
Sorry.
Next thing on the list,
Press it.
what to do when something is scuffed. So we were debating whether disregarding the events or to agree to redo. An example was the clown situation. You guys can take over on that one if you want.
The fuck happened? The clowns are all dead. Rest in peace.
Follow
Well,
the
let's.
scuff situation.
Well, if you. Well, yeah, I wasn't there for that. If Moto
Shazzy
wants to go
was.
in on that, or DJ or Dude Rock, yeah.
We went into the clothing store to kidnap 2 people for quiznapped, and as soon as we did, our heads exploded. And while our heads were exploded, they decided to call the cops and tell the cops that they were kidnapped, which, you know,
Taking
technically
advantage of.
it shouldn't have happened.
All about the
but-
dubs, huh?
So when we woke up and came back in, there were assault rifles pointed in our face, and bad things happened. And 2 of the clowns, Pyramid,
And the fucking
Bobo
quizmaster wasn't gonna
disappeared.
get taken alive.
Yeah, Quizmaster's dead now, so no more Quiznapped.
and Boppy went to prison. Well, she didn't go to prison until later because they let her go. Because technically, I really didn't do anything yet. You know, my head exploded. There was no crime committed, but I still got sent to prison very quickly. It was a bad night for all of us. I don't know what to say, but I mean, it boils down to the situation was bad because the players decided to call the cops after our heads exploded. That's
advantage of
not really
the
how that
situation.
works.
And it makes the cops look bad because they
Yes.
don't know what's going on. They show up to a call, and so they RP off on what they know.
Yep.
And that's actually the problem, which is roleplay is fragile. One person does something wrong, and it ripples to
Mhm.
the point where all these other people, like all these other effects happen. So, like, because of that thing that shouldn't have been done, because of scuff, someone's actions during scuff led to permeating of characters and storylines and stuff like that. And the thing is, like, I rolled with it. What can I do? I mean, like, because here's the thing. I'm a senior dev. I could have just literally whipped out my staff dick and said, "No, everyone, fuck off. We're done," and just walked away, turned on God mode, and that'd be the end of it. But I didn't. I went with the roleplay on it, and stuff breaks all the time, and we have to.
I can
we have
solve
to
your
do
problem in
things.
2 different scenarios, and I hate to bring this up. This is how No Pixel works. If your head pops in a scenario, and you're in a car chase, and your head pops in a car, the cops don't touch you. They wait for you to get picked back up. Literally.
Yeah.
If your head pops in a scenario, this is the problem. We cannot control. There's a lot of 5M crashes that we cannot stop. If you don't believe
Well,
us, do your own research.
here's the
Well,
problem
it
with
needs
that,
to be
Mitchell.
listen. Okay, so here, if your guys' head pops, so listen, you come in and you take me hostage, right?
They had an assault
All right,
force
and
there,
you're
and they would have
I
had
know,
to go back to their PD and
but
do
it's very
nothing
simple
to
though.
reset. To
No, no,
Well,
no,
reset
they
how
did.
it
The
should have
cops
been,
didn't
the
know.
cops would have to go away.
dude,
You
it
know?
happens all the time in a server that's the most watched, GTA
Yeah.
thing. And I'm telling you, they literally I can tell you multiple examples. What I'm trying to say is, if you guys took them hostage, right? You rolled up in the clothing store, whatever. There's one or two guys, and your guys' head popped. They should have waited there and understood. They know what happened. They just saw you diss a fucking
Yeah.
peer. Okay,
hmm
they should have just sat there and waited, whatever the situation was, because that's what I would do. If someone came in when I was changing my clothes and they held me at gunpoint and their head popped, I'd be like, oh, head blew up.
I'm gonna
I'm
wait
just gonna
here.
sit here with my hands up,
Yep.
and when he comes back, the scenario will reset. There's nothing we can do. People are gonna crash. It's a fucking heavily modded game.
Like
Roll with the
Thor's
role
saying
play.
in chat right now, apparently there's a habit of the police taking people when they come back from head explosions.
Well, then we're
That
gonna
needs
make
to
a fucking
stop.
rule about that shit. We'll talk about that
Agreed.
right
100%.
after this meeting.
Yep. Yeah, because
that,
it,
to
it should
me-
it should literally just be like a reset, rebound, restart, and even at that, like one thing that I fucking hate is when people are using all this like this lingo or like I'm feeling scuffed right now and this shit like that. Like, can you just like I understand you're scuffed and maybe you need to leave, then perfect time to say it. But there's no reason to tell somebody else you're scuffed when you're in the middle of a conversation and you're role playing. Finish the scenario, fix yourself afterwards. You should be
or say you
sneaky.
have scuffleitis, or like
Well, not
do
not just
something.
that. You should just be sneaky about it. You don't like you. There's a lot of times. What the fuck? There's a lot of times that it just seems like it's jarring. For me, it breaks my immersion. When people start talking about this shit, I was scuffed a few times where last night I couldn't even pull out my gun. I just kept going with the scenario, going whatever, and then I went in the back alley. I was like, guys, I gotta go take a piss. Logged off, logged back in, and I was fixed. Like I didn't break the story, the scenario for people. And when I mean, it's not a rule. You guys can still talk about it, and if you want to talk shit about 5M or the server or all the scuffiness or whatever, by all means, I don't give a shit. But like, try to not break other people's immersion is what I'm trying to say, because it happened to me like 2-3 times in the last. Because I've role played the most I've ever role played in the last 2 days, and it's happened a lot where people mention stuff like that, and it's not really breaking character because they're kind of using code words to get around it, but I know what you mean. And like, you don't need to give if that information is not relevant to me or to the character you're role playing with, there's no need for you to tell them that something's not going well. You can't open your phone. You can't do whatever. Just wait.
Just
be
say you
patient.
need to go take a piss,
Yeah,
or you need to go
say
take
something
a nap.
else. Just yeah.
It's very simple. Everyone knows what that shit means.
It's just something I thought of. It was annoying me last night. It happened a few times.
No, you're right. You're 100% right. We're gonna
Broke
make
my
a
immersion.
rule. There will be a rule posted about this tonight.
Nah.
Before that's after this. No, it's about the
Oh, yeah.
the people. If someone's head pops, there will be a rule posted about that. That's something that
Reset.
yeah, there. And I know it sucks, but it happens all the time. Like, I hate to bring it up again, but no pixel. Like, there's thousands of, if not 100,000 people watching that shit. They crash all the fucking time.
They do.
It's not
It's
just
the
us.
nature of the beast. If you look at
Yeah.
if you've ever modded Skyrim or you've ever modded any games like that, we're basically doing that and then sending it to a bunch of people without them having their shit modded. It's just on our machine.
Yeah, so like if you're a cop and
It's prone.
two guys' heads blow up and the fucking robbers say like, "Oh, one of our boys had a serious headache. He'll be back in a minute." That's him telling you their fucking guy's head blew up. He's gonna fucking log back in.
Yeah, just wait
Vice
a minute.
versa, right? Like for those people with the clowns, and first of all, when the clowns were there to make something cool for the server, so you guys, just to pump up some people. Like look at Quiznap. It's very basic and executed like when properly. Like Costa Stroker, that episode, they rolled like these guys put so much time in this shit, and to see like I said, if someone rolled up to me, what would you guys do? As this is a role play server, right? If someone rolls up to you with guns and they tell you to put your hands up and they just disappear, what the fuck do you think happened? wait for them, keep your hands up, and go through the role play. Don't call 911 and have
Well,
the cops show up when they're there. Like, what the
it's
fuck?
I mean,
dude?
the thing is that at that point, see, look, I just got my Lost Motorcycle Club incoming club pay, so I got $2,500 from our bank, which is probably I don't know how much money there is in there right now, but that's a lot. It's chunking.
It's on his test server, by the way. People were not using this in Live City.
You'd be surprised.
Oh Jesus Christ! Never mind.
We what the fuck was I saying? What were you saying right before?
Me immersion.
Yeah, but after that. Oh, yeah. If you're not looking to role play with random people, you're probably not in the right spot. Go play VR chat. Go hang out with your friends there. The role play is everybody should. You should be. I mean, if you're not willing to role play with a random person that walks up to you because you just want to go hang out with your friends in a corner, like I love that you guys made a lot of friends and stuff like that, but that's not what role play is about. It's not just supposed to be just a social gathering place. You should be making stories. Make shit up. Make shit up. Make shit up that doesn't exist. Guess what? Right here, right now, right here. There's a bomb attached to this building right here. And if we don't defuse it in the next 20 minutes, everybody dies.
Oh shit, if this building goes below 30, we're all gonna die.
Doesn't Okay, yes, I took the fucking plot from Speed, but you know what I mean?
Whoa.
You know what I mean? That's how you make, like, you could literally pick up someone in a bus and then
I was
ride
about
around.
to say, can I use that?
You could. It'd be fucking hilarious. You would probably take like 4 hours to do that scenario, make everybody that's involved's day, because it's so creative and so much fun. But yeah, it's all about your imagination. Sorry if we sound
Or
Are
grumpy.
there any other topics we want to go over?
Well, Thor
before
brought
we
up
start
something
taking
along
questions?
the same category.
Go ahead.
He said that in the chat there was a one time where he was driving his bike. He thought his put his Tech 9 away, but you know when you hop off a bike, your gun automatically comes out. How would one go about those events? But the cop just sits there and takes it from you. What are you supposed to do? That's game mechanics.
Well,
Hard
See,
to know.
that's a
Those are hard.
role play thing, dude.
here's the thing.
What
Like,
do we
look,
say to
mine
that?
doesn't come off, right? The only reason it's there is because he used it for a drive-by. When you get off, no, I don't understand what you mean.
So
The
okay,
motorcycle thing, I know what he's talking about.
yeah, when you get off your bike, sometimes your gun comes out. So no, get off your bike. Put it,
You see
hold
why it
it
came
right
out? You want to know why it came out?
Okay.
I just did it. Why? Look, I got my gun. I go on the bike. I don't have
Exactly
a gun.
that.
I get off the bike. There's a gun. You want to know why? It's because you had your gun equipped before you went on your bike.
Oh,
That's
actually,
literally
makes sense.
you
I didn't think
fucking
about
up.
That
that,
does
yeah.
make sense.
That's you
Yeah, so
guys
just don't
making.
get on
That's
the gun
user
with your
error.
bike.
That is 100% user